Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the most common CDs that I find in thrift stores in Australia. Now, I've largely showcased and spotlighted all the CDs that I've picked up at thrift stores over the last decade and ever since I've started this channel to all my viewers and subscribers. Many of my subscribers have commented over the years about all the amazing CDs that I've managed to score at thrift stores. But what about all those long dormant periods that I'm experiencing right now? I used to go into these thrift stores and find top quality stuff. Now I'm seeing the same old stuff over and over again. And these are the CDs that I constantly see at the thrift stores that I visit. Now I visit 3 Salvo stores usually, 2 Vinnie's stores, and a Good Sammy, and a couple of independent ones. And these CDs, they crop up at every one of these thrift stores, and they stay there on the shelf for weeks and months, sometimes even years. So I've compiled a video at my local thrift stores, going through all the CDs and picking out all the ones that I see time and time again. That's not to say they're bad albums. They're just undesirable for CD collectors. And I have most of these CDs already in my collection. Michael Bublé. Crazy Love and Call Me Irresponsible are two Bublé albums that I see everywhere. I also see a lot of KD Lang. These three albums in particular. The Forrest Gump soundtrack is everywhere, sometimes in bad condition. Always find Simply Red. Macy Gray on How Life is a very common album to find. A lot of Westlife as well. Always find Michael Bolton, usually Time Classics is a common album that I see of his. Always find Robbie Williams. There's Call Me Irresponsible by Michael Bublé. Always find a lot of Enya and Norah Jones, particularly her first album, which is Come Away With Me. Suzanne Boyle, I Dreamed a Dream. She's always at my local thrift stores. Likewise, The Gift as well, and even her Christmas album is very easy to find. I find a lot of classical albums. This is Family Classics, the very best of Bach and Beethoven. David Campbell is another musician that I see time and time again from Australia. UK artist Gabriel. Irish band The Cause, Forgiven Not Forgotten, and a lot of their albums from the 90s. Always find a lot of Gloria Estefan. An Australian musician called Kate Sobrano. This is her best of collection, which is not bad by any means. Robbie Williams, Escapology, another common album. A lot of James Blunt, particularly Back to Bedlam. I find various Elton John albums and compilations. Enrique Iglesias. Dixie Chicks, Taking the Long Way. Savage Garden, Australian band. This is their second album, Affirmation, and the Great American Songbooks, Volume 1, 2, 3 and 4 by Rod Stewart. This is a greatest hits compilation of Gloria Estefan. Eric Clapton Unplugged is another common album I find, and I also find a lot of Leanne Rimes as well. I find a lot of Katie Melua albums, many U2 albums as well. Australian band George from the mid-2000s. A lot of John Farnham. This is his 1993 album, Then Again. I find a lot of Tori Amos albums from the 1990s. Hallie Westenra, I think she is Kiwi. This here is Jamie Cullen. Kenny G, Breathless, saxophone player. The Best of Van Morrison, I see this compilation everywhere. And I also find a lot of Delta Goodrem as well. This one here is her second album, Mistaken Identity. Lighthouse Family, Postcards from Heaven. Good band. Tony Childs, The Woman's Boat, another great album, but I see it everywhere. Runner-up in the first Australian Idol, this is Shannon Noll with his, I think, second or third album called Lift. Andrea Bocelli. I always find this Natalie Cole album, Unforgettable with Love. Always find Ricky Martin albums. Always find the Best of Santana. This one here is an album called Supernatural. I find a lot of M People. This is one of their albums called Bizarre Fruit 2. But I also find a lot of their greatest hits. Many 90s albums from Mariah Carey can be found at thrift stores. Australian musician and singer Tina Arena. This is her second album from memory. Olivia Newton-John. Soundtracks include Moulin Rouge, I find everywhere as well. This is Delta Goodrem's first album, Innocent Eyes. She performed at the Eurovision 2026. This is an Australian Idol winner called Damien Leith, Irish-Australian musician. See him everywhere. Any Richard Kleiderman album I find as well. Irish musician Ronan Keating is really, really easy to find at any thrift store. Michael Crawford, this is A Touch in the Night. Canadian singer Celine Dion can really be easy to find. Australian singer Mark Vincent, he does opera as well. Joshua Catterson, Painted Desert Serenade. 2000s pop group from Australia, they're twins called the Veronicas. Catherine Jenkins. Mark Anthony. So those are the regular, most common CDs that I find in thrift stores in Australia. If you find something at your local thrift store time and time again, please drop it in the comments below. I would love to read your comment. Please hit the like button, and thank you for watching. Oh, and by the way, I bought some new sneakers. Nah, only kidding. I was lucky enough to get all these cassettes for free about a week and a half ago, and I'll be showcasing all these cassettes in a future video. Personally, I buy cheap Slazenger sneakers from Big W. Cost me $30, $40. There is no way I'm paying over $150 and $200 for a pair of sneakers.